Go away, go away. Oh, I think they're running recoil. I'm not confident. This could just be a huge account.
Hey, Roy. Hey, Rogue. How's it going? Hey, Ghost Dog. What's up? Hey, Bitter. I'm not loving this draft with the class diversity I've gotten. Yeah, there it is again. This just isn't feeling amazing. Like, I don't really have anyone particularly good. I guess we can always bait Warlock on defense with Toad, but yeah, and then they pulled more. I don't know, man. This doesn't feel great. Hey, Aiden. I think the Iceman buff is solid. I definitely give it a 7 or an 8. Like, he's not going to be someone where you're like, oh yeah, Iceman, that's great for, like, all of these champions on Battlegrounds. But I do think it's a really solid. Like, he becomes a better defender in Battlegrounds. He's somebody you can use on offense, and he'll work in war. And that was kind of the goal. I'm trying to leave my options open, but if they go straight for Thing next as a way of trying to punish this Crossbones, then I'll still have Tigra. And I need to go for the wins. Sir. Should have thrown the striker earlier, and should have heavy countered that special too. I'm not in my bag right now. Back off, Miss Parker. Cool. I was kind of hoping we'd win that, but that felt more like an unforced error on their part than a particular win on mine. What do I think about mods and incursions? Same thing, I think. If you're talking about actual cheating as opposed to hacks, because I realize those terms have gotten messed up a few times. As long as you're talking about actual cheating, same thing I think about them anywhere else. They're sometimes hard to detect on the game side, but they are weak and only used by people who have no business playing an online competitive game. Hey, please. That wasn't too bad. Hate the misunderstanding between words. Yeah, I try and stay mindful of it, but it just happens. Like I know some of it is translation and some of it is people just using slang and not thinking about how it's going to like slang or synonyms and not thinking about how it's going to cause them to be misunderstood. I think the cold snap lasts longer, Magnus, yeah. Are you sure, Aiden? I'm pretty sure the starting cold snap lasts longer. But there's also the extra immunities. More immunities means better defender. Yeah, I'll check it out later. And I don't mean the video, I mean I'll look at the code. I don't even know who to be scared of yet. Take care, Entrasis. I don't know, honestly, Jason. And if I did, I probably shouldn't say anything. wouldn't be supposed to say anything. My verb tenses there are a little cluttered. Um, I hate how you cannot pick anything in the last few seconds. I literally clicked the screen and nothing happened. Why is the timer there if it's actually 3 seconds shorter? And I don't think that's who I wanted to pick. I'm just always slow at the beginnings of metas. I don't know who I want right now. A better defender against one champion that's extremely hard to slow down. That stuff matters. His other new immunities also mean that he's a better defender against somebody like Kate Bishop if that starts to become a problem later. He slows down Elsa. She's pretty scary in Battlegrounds. Yeah, Arcus counter, that's true. Yeah, the recruitment board is going to be neat. I think you're missing what I'm going for a little bit. You wouldn't use them against Iceman necessarily, but that's kind of the point, is that he becomes like an option splitter on defense. Those kind of champions do have value. It's kind of like saying, well, you wouldn't use that person against Ice or against Immortal A-Bomb because they're not poison immune. It's like, yeah, that's the point. What? I didn't think it would give him quite that much power. That's on me. That's getting used to the meta. What do you mean sketchy, Mom? I don't think our opponent's fight was at all weird there. Yeah, makes sense better. Bitter. Like, I knew it would trigger Conflictor, I don't know. I was trying to line it up so I could throw the special 2 where it would do max, and yeah, didn't quite work out. Bro, do you mind? Thank you. I could have played that better. I wasn't worried because of the matchup, but I could have played that better. Risky? Yeah, risky is fair. No, I don't. Other shrugs don't count towards the power gain. I'm not talking about Tier 1 War, Magnus. I'm talking about Battlegrounds. Iceman is not going to be a war defender. He's still a Corvus charge. I think Iceman's going to be a more relevant war attacker, and he's going to be a better two-way in Battlegrounds. Hey, images. Hey, Gustavo. Then what was that during the Nick fight? That was Conflictor being on cooldown. I'm pretty darn sure, Manny. Say path split? I meant option split. Sorry, thought context would carry me there. I hate player names like this. Eh. If they want to be concerned with what I'm throwing out, that's on them. Thank you, was hoping for that. And that. Okay, that was a really good last round. Honestly, images, that's not something that I can give a guide on, even without bringing into the equation that I am on the spectrum and probably should not be your go-to for social cues. But different people are just going to use different what do you mean? Different people are going to have different meanings for that kind of stuff. There's no real way around that. I swear I had enough time. Oh my god. Like, I messed that up on several levels. I went for backdrafting for longer than I should have. That's always the AI's cue to go for things, but I'm really annoyed about that special 2 parry. If you dex out of it, you should have time. No way Gallon loses. Have you ever seen Human Torch before, Simon? Are you new here? I am, yeah, Blazy. Gross. That was on me. Throw. Forgot that was a debuff, or I would have felt a lot more confident going here. That's fine. We either win this or we don't. Spot versus Doom is a very good counter. Oh, I didn't notice that they changed to Archangel. Was thinking I'd trigger the armor before he gets up to 5 on purpose to boost mass. That was my plan before I got hit. Like I said, I misplayed it. but no way Galen loses when the opponent is Torch versus a Mystic stuck out to me a little bit. Ah. Unfortunately, this is my only option. Like, we have a chance, but if I had placed Crossbones on defense, then a smart opponent just would have placed Nimrod, and then I'm done. Cool. Love it when the fight starts with a parry that doesn't do anything. Cool. They're gonna have too much health. Like, that was quick, but they're gonna have too much health. Yep, there it is. Yeah, debuffs from relics are still debuffs. Yeah, we could have won that one in round one, but we didn't. Hey, Highline, how's it going, man? Why was Galen getting stun immune? He wasn't stun immune, that was just Conflictor, Matt. Oh, that's probably because of some stuff under the hood. I know what happened there. That's just interactions. I wouldn't worry about it. Um, yeah, he wasn't stun immune. No, it's not danger sense. It's the interaction of Conflictor with how our immunity callouts are coded. Yeah, I would think Overseer has been good so far, but my opponents keep not placing Mystics, which surprises me. I need a better Gallon option than that, but I haven't seen one yet. Who did they ban? Okay. I'll take that again. Yeah, I feel okay about this. Yeah, the simple answer is her power control is too good. She's too sustainable. She scales way too well with boosts. That's not what I picked, but that's fine. Um, I didn't really plan for this. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't feel great about that choice. I was keeping him back for Scorpion. I should have probably used Toad. Oh well, don't mind seeing Gallon come off defense. Yeah, I know better, but as we saw, Conflictor combined with specials at the same time is a bit much. No! I really did not think that would be that much. Alright, well. This was a likely loss, and it was a guaranteed loss if she started heavying us in the corner while Dex was off anyway, so whatever. I did what I had to. Thanks, Paul. It's more complicated in Battlegrounds, Tiberius. I definitely thought that the power burn meta was more interesting, Noob, if that's the one that you're talking about. This one seems to shape decks less, and it's more just kind of go, go, go. But I gotcha. I'm sometimes in those discussions. I don't know why I thought Storm had energy attacks. Okay, well. That was a whole lot of thorns I didn't need to take then. Can't close that out with Rockfield coming back. It's hard to keep track of the timers with some characters. I think we lose this because I just gave up 3,000 points due to thorns right off the bat by being stupid. I'm going to be really sad if they win with less than 51,000, but we'll see. Okay. Good job, Chavez. I really, really do not like tier lists, though. I think that they just miss so much of what makes this game interesting. Um, I am as happy with Kate's design as with Absorbing Man's. She was not targeted at the same things, though, so you're going to see a whole lot of people disagree as to whether she is as good or not. Take care, Highline. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, this is going to be brutal.
All right, well, 2 losses in a row. I probably need to make sure that my deck is a little better balanced because I feel like I'm not getting options that I need. It's possible that I'm just getting unlucky, but like I do not feel like I have enough options for Hulkling. Come on, buddy. Alright, he's just gonna gain too many charges again. The bleeds at least do some work, but I need you to throw specials. Teddy. Teddy. Nope, and we're back up to 5. Indestructible is a problem again. And we have so many more than 5. Darn it, this is why he's so annoying. And we just lost so much health at the end there because my decks didn't work. Alright, yeah, I think I'm probably tilted enough for the morning. Glad that ended on a win, but that wasn't fun. Thanks, Chris. I do try and control my tilt. I understand that tier lists are valuable. I just don't find them at all interesting as a way of discussing champions. And like the specific ones, there are a few that work, but like think about just how specific my tier list is. It's not even war, right? My tier list is specifically like tier 1 war. And it is specifically tier 1 war for people who aren't shelling out units and loyalty all the time to power back boost through absolutely everything, because then you can ignore 2/3 or more of the characters on my list. Like, it is so specific. Like, I think that it is helpful to people, but the reason that I feel comfortable putting that tier list out is because I have so defined the parameters. And that is just a very, very difficult thing to do. And like the other suggestions, like top 5 best armor break, that's so context dependent. Who are you fighting? How often do you need the armor break? What are the consequences of not having armor break? Like I don't know. I don't have much interest in that kind of thing. Thanks, Tiberius. Like I am glad that my tier list is coming across well. I wouldn't make it if I didn't like it. It's just that that kind of thing can be difficult to replicate. Um, there are only so many parts of the game that you can drill down on that tightly and still say something useful, if that makes sense. Like I think my tier list is one of them. I think Vegas for Battlegrounds is another. I can understand Riches for EQ makes sense. I haven't seen that one in particular. I mean, I think Vega has the best general tier list, but he would be the first one to tell you to take it with a grain of salt. But after that, it drops off. Like, who's going to make a tier list for AQ? Who's going to pay attention to said tier list when the answer for a lot of people is literally just, have you met Herc? I don't know, man. It's a tough thing. Yeah, I agree the discussion is often at least as important as the list. That is why my tier list videos and Vegas are not short. Um, but yeah, I would often just prefer to talk about my favorite characters in a class and why they're my favorites than rank them. That just often misses so much, you know? Top 5 leaders to use versus Elsa. It's all about context. How how many points do you need to beat your opponent? How quickly are you allowed to die? God. And of course, Vega, I know you put a lot of work into them. I thought we don't talk about the H word. There's no pinned comment today. I'm allowed to make one snide remark before I head off to work. On that note, I am going to go code. Got stuff to do. But yeah, just because somebody will probably ask for my thoughts on this meta. My early impression is it's fine. I find it less interesting than the Power Burn one, but probably a bit more interesting than last season. I found value even in the last season, though. The way the weaknesses changed how you played still ended up being a thing. I think at the high levels, Battlegrounds is always going to be more nuanced than the nodes suggest because the ways in which you eke out those tiny advantages change. And keep an eye on Vegas tournament this month with people using 3 stars in this relatively mild meta. I think that is going to prove that in spades. But yeah, it seems interesting enough. I would like to get through it a bit earlier this season so that I can actually offer some takes on some of the Glad Circuit metas, but we'll see. Take care, everyone.